John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and here I got an article called Kanye West calls the Me Too movement 1984 mind control after including Marilyn Manson at Donda events. There are a few places covering this. This is from the Insider, so I'm pretty happy with a few things that Kanye West said here. Let's get into it. Here's the main points. Kanye West said the Me Too movement is 1984 mind control on the Drinks Champs podcast. The rapper also said the movement is mob mentality and power and politics. There's women who've been through very serious things, pulled in alleys against they will, that's different than a hug, but it's classified as the same thing, he said. Now what comes to mind here is Mario Cuomo, who I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of. However, I didn't really hear proof, tangible evidence, and things against him. So even for people not too fond of, I still need the evidence. I still need stuff where if someone's going to lose their job or a powerful position, in that case, we got to see evidence at least. Something. But for him, I can't recall. Anyway, obviously in Manson's case, which he'll get into, there is no evidence out of, I think it's 17 women now. They all just kind of say similar things, or they all came out against him, but there's no actual video, audio that's confirmed to be him. He's getting too loud, too rough, where you could be like, yeah, maybe if I see this video, maybe that is him. Maybe now that I see this side of him, maybe he did do this. But like I said, there's nothing. That's one of the things I think Kanye is really, irritated about, is that it's allegations alone getting people down. Ye just slammed the Me Too movement as 1984 mind control. In a 2.5-hour interview on the podcast Drink Champs, Ye also described the movement as mob mentality. While talking about a recent listening party for his latest album, Donda, he addressed the fact that he shared the stage with Marilyn Manson, who actress Evan Rachel Wood has accused of domestic abuse. Manson was also accused of sexual assault by Game of Thrones actress Esmond Bianco. Manson has denied the allegations from both Wood and Bianco. Like I said, they accused him. They're two somewhat famous people, but they both have no evidence. Let's just say in the same way Johnny Depp has against Amber Heard. Audio, some video, catching her in lies in the stand, all this stuff. There's none of that. It's just what Evan Rachel Wood says and what Bianco says. And I guess that's what he means by mob mentality, is that, well, they say things, then a bunch of people just get it in their head that they believe it, and that's it. All the Me Too, like when I sit next to Marilyn Manson and DaBaby after both of them got canceled for 5 songs, it's like they can't cancel a song, he said. They'll hit you with the accusations or somebody who you was with 10 years ago. He continued, and also, there's women who've been through really serious things, pulled in alleys against they will, that's different than a hug, but it's classified as the same thing. So I don't know huge details about legalities, but I do remember in the Mario Cuomo case where they're showing him with his hands holding a woman's head as what? That's supposed to be proof that he did something? This is bad? This is weird? So I think my point here is they're showing every little possible piece of contact as this terrible, abusive thing. So the standards, I think, in the bar has got really way too high. It's just out of control what the standards are of what you can and can't do. That's what I get out of it. That's what I think he's alluding to. Then he says, it's power and politics. The rapper said, power-hungry maniacs and just control. This is 1984 mind control, that we in, and mob mentality. I'm above cancel culture. Ye said, I love it, I'm above it. And the only way to really be above it is like what you see with Johnny Depp now, is where you're so big, you could just make your own company, start getting deals in other countries and things like that. Or if you know Tom McDonald, he's a rapper and he's independent, he has no label, he puts stuff out on YouTube, and that's really hard to cancel unless YouTube actually did something to take away his channel or something to that effect. There's only really one way to get to him. In a different way, where someone like Marilyn Manson had a label and a manager and companies behind them and things like this where they could say, this is getting risky. Or in the way where Johnny Depp was dropped by Disney and Warner Brothers, that doesn't drop him and cancel him completely because, like we know, he's got his own life and everything moving forward, but it does take a big chunk out of him. So if he was dependent on those two companies completely, at that point, it would be much harder for him. Here's another source that covers it called Loudwire. Kanye West reveals why he joined forces with Marilyn Manson, and what they're getting at is he joined forces with Marilyn because he's making a statement. He's saying, look, this is cancel culture, that I'm above it, and I'm showing Marilyn Manson should not be canceled because it's only words, it's only allegations. You guys, of course, let me know what you think down below. I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. Let me now say a quick word about the channel. First, shout out to Carla Ellis, Lotus Flower, and a subscriber here named Bridget who gave a recent donation to this GoFundMe. Really appreciate that. And that's what I was getting to. I got a GoFundMe to get a computer, get the channel rolling a little bit better with the quality. And if you don't like GoFundMe, PayPal works too. But again, Bridget is a new donor, and thank you so much. It's appreciated. Sorry for not showing the picture. At some point, gonna get some big shout outs for this thing. But anyway, not to harp on it too much, I appreciate the support. And if you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't subscribe, well, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.